Guys, check out my face. I'm Clockman. No, it's just me. Take a look at this analog clock. So, how do we tell time? We tell time by using the numbers 1 all the way to 12. So, in one day, we use numbers 1 to 12 to tell the time, right? Sometimes we use numbers 13 to 24, but that's military time. You're too little to learn about military time. So, a clock has 2 hands. We call these arrows hands. Little hand, big hand. Okay. The little hand has an H, and that's because this one tells you the hour. It tells you the hour. So as this hand moves, the hours are changing. An analog clock also has a big hand. The big hand tells you the minutes in the time. Little hand tells you the hour. The big hand tells you the minutes. So right now, the big hand is pointing at 12. Whenever the big hand points at 12, we're going to say o'clock, something o'clock. As the little hand moves to the right, we're going to say the number that it's pointing to, that's the hour, and then we're going to say o'clock, because if the big hand is on 12, it means o'clock. Alright? So let's start at 12 o'clock. Little hand and big hand are pointing at 12, so that is 12 o'clock. Okay, let's change the time, okay? Sorry. So, that says 1 o'clock. Two o'clock. 3 o'clock. You get my drift. 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Whoops. This has to stay at 12 so we can say o'clock. 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Lunchtime. So after lunchtime, we have to start again. So now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock. Now the sun is coming down, it's getting darker minute by minute. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. All of you should be in bed by 9 o'clock at night. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, midnight. Everyone should be sleeping. Mom, dad, me, you, everybody, even the babies. My baby should be sleeping by 12 o'clock. So that's it, guys. This is an analog clock. The big hand points at 12 o'clock. Thank you. Now, for your math assignment, I want you to go around your house. You're going to look everywhere. You're going to try to find any watches, any digital clocks that you may have. Sometimes they're in your toys. Sometimes they're in your... You might find them in the refrigerator, in the stove, in the coffee maker. Sometimes you might even find them in some of your toys. Like in my case, I found some in my Nintendo Switch. Try to collect as many clocks, digital clocks or analog clocks as possible, or watches. Yeah, don't forget about watches. Collect them and send me a picture of all your clocks and watches. So guys, I looked around my house and I found watches and clocks. Some of them are digital clocks, such as these. These are digital clocks. These are watches. So this guy is an analog watch. Analog. I do have digital watches, but they're in my car. If you look really hard all over your house, you may even notice that your microwave is a clock. This is a digital clock right here. My Instant Pot might have a clock, but I'm not sure. But I know it does have a timer. Yes, guys, even my television has a clock. Digital clock right there. So whenever I change the channels on my television, I can see the time. That's a digital clock right there. Isn't that cool? I have an old-fashioned clock on the wall. It's an analog clock. So my Nintendo Switch does have a clock, a digital clock, but guess what? It's out of power. It's not charged. So I can't see the time. Wait, it's gonna power on. It's pretty dirty. I should... Oh, my baby! Even my wife's cell phone has a clock. Digital clock. It says 1849. That's strange. My desktop computer has a clock. It's a digital clock. Wait a minute, there's another clock over there. How many clocks are in here? I found another clock. It's a digital clock. In my printer. My printer